it under your ministry, God will take my heart and make sure it beats as one with you. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Verse 6, Ephesians 4:6. One Eloha and Abba of us all, who is above us all and through us all and in you all. But to everyone, verse 7, Ephesians 4:7, I have a lot to cover, so I'm going to go quickly. Everyone is given unmerited favor according to the measure of the gift of the Mashiach. He gave some shlichim, some nevi'im, some proclaimers, some re'oim, and some morim. Verse 12, why are some nevi'im, prophets? Why are some proclaimers, evangelists? Why are some ro'im, shepherds? Why are some morim, teachers? Why? Here it is, notice. So that the doctrine can be pure. Is that what it says? Is that what it says? So that we could all think and think exactly the same. So that we have one Father above all in us all, and He gave the fivefold ministry so that we would enter some kind of an office of teacher or shepherd where we could highlight our differences to show how spiritual we really are with the rabbi. Not only am I going to show you how different my view is than the leadership, I'm going to flaunt it and I'm going to opinionate all over you. Don't let people do that to you. They're trying to break the bond of shalom. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to break the bond of unity that you have with the rabbi. You've got it. Most of the people in this room have that bond of unity with the rabbi. And if you let people opinionate on you, they're going to try to break it. Has anybody ever tried to break your bond of unity with Tehillah? Let's be honest. Has anybody ever tried to break your bond of unity with me? Yeah, like every day, right? So why we let people opinionate on us when in the kingdom you are to put aside your opinion or your views of scripture, of the gifts of whatever, and adopt the view of the pulpit. Ah! It's hard, I know. Because Moshe is not perfect. Therefore, his teachings are not perfect. But the alternative is disaster. The alternatives were bogged down in the desert and the wheels of this thing don't turn. The alternative to not eagerly coming into, Rabbi, listen, I'm really screwed up, man. I'm really screwed up. I'm thinking stuff that you're not teaching. I'm believing stuff that I learned in the church. I'm believing stuff that I saw on TBN. It's not making any sense. I think you're wrong. I'm confused. Hello? So the opposite of unity is confusion, doubt, fear, unbelief, and the stagnation of the kingdom of Yahweh. Because if we are not functioning in unity, we are dead in the water. We're not in disunity, we are DOA. There's a difference between not functioning and being dysfunctional and DOA. What is DOA? Dead on arrival. Useless in the kingdom. Completely useless. The opposite of unity is anarchy in the kingdom. And how could there be anarchy if Yeshua is the head of the body? I don't have a right to my anti-rapture views if I take my family and my wife and I plug into a local assembly where they're teaching the rapture. I do not have the right to tell other people that I believe in the pre-tribulation rapture and that the pastor is wrong. I don't have that right. Because I am violating the greater Torah, which is preserving the bond of unity. It's got to be purposed in your heart. I am here to learn how to be part of that chain link in a perfectly chain link bond of unity. That's one of the reasons I'm here. I'm a very opinionated person, some of us, right? But I'm here to learn to push the kingdom forward by adopting the view of what is being taught. And if it comes to the time where there is major heresy and major things that are not right being taught, that's the time to take your family and leave. Yahweh forbid, I don't want anybody to leave. But you can't be here and not be in full alignment. Watch this, verse 13. So the fivefold ministry is given for the sake till we all come. Turn to him and say, all come. Let's try that again. All come. Well, you know, the rabbis just got some favorite people who are yes men, and they just yes them to death, and no one wants to tell them, that no one wants to speak the truth in him, so I'm just going to go, and I'm going to speak the truth in him. Hello, Lucy, did you hear what the rabbi said today? Well, you're not speaking the truth to him. You just told everybody you were going to finally tell him off. If you were going to finally get and tell him off, how come Lucy got the phone call? Uh-oh. Yeah. Well, because I'm just scared of her. You should be scared of me. touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. I'm not scared because I'm a mean person or I'm going to hurt you in any way. No, Yahweh forbid. Ooh. Tough teaching, man. Tough teaching. Look at verse 3. Not if, but until. We need the fivefold ministry until we all, oh, I love that. Notice, we all come into unity. Isn't that beautiful? How can you come into the unity we already share if you're opinionating all over everybody? Does my wife have the right to tell me when I'm wrong? Absolutely. She's earned that right. But she's not going to go to the congregation and share the things that she believes I'm wrong about. And neither should you, because she and I have worked at that bond of unity, and you and I together have been with each other for a long time, and we've achieved something in Yahweh, and you shouldn't let any demon or devil try to take it from you. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Until we all come into the unity of national emunah. I love it. Isn't that the goal? National emunah. We have a national flag. Oh, brother, I love the flag. Oh, I love this two-house symbol. I love the fish. We've got, yeah, how about some national emunah? In order to have national emunah, we're waiting for everybody to come into unity to have national emunah. Isn't that beautiful? That's what Yahweh wants us to have. National emunah. Meaning everyone in the congregation defends what the head of the Kehillah is sharing, because the head of the Kehillah is not M-Y-K, it is Yeshua. Amen. How can you sit anywhere where you don't believe Yeshua is the one leading the congregation? How can you sit anywhere like that? Leading the congregation. Until we all come into the unity of the national emunah, and the full da'at of the Son of Yahweh, notice, into a mature and perfect man according to the same measure and the same stature of the fullness of Moshiach himself. You missed that. The fivefold ministry of Nevi'im, Shlichim, Proclaimers, Roim, and Morim is ultimately not to make us all believe and see the book of Zechariah or the book of Matthew the same way, although that's nice, and someone's got to line up with the leadership, or several people have to line up with leadership, or whatever. But look at this, don't miss this. The same measure of the stature of the Messiah, Moshiach. What stature? What is this talking about? He has a unity with the Father that we are called to have. We're not asked to have. Big difference. We're not asked to have. We are called to have. And Yahweh gave evangelists, pastors, prophets, teachers, and shepherds to bring you into the stature or the measure of unity with each other and the leadership that Yahshua has with his leadership. And who is Yeshua's leadership? The Father is greater than I. The Father is greater than I. In all things, Yeshua had a stature of unity with the Father, and that great stature that made him great, the authority that he was under, made him great. So the fivefold ministry is not so you can learn to do quack, 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 bumba, 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 bee, bumba, 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 she rode a Honda, bumba, 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 bee, abacor, bumba, bee, abacor, abacor. No, man. Check this out. What is wrong? Interpret, brother, interpret. Mercury poisoning. Watch out. I mean, think about it. The purpose of the fivefold ministry is to arrive where Mashiach is in perfect unity with you. Listen, Yeshua, whether he understands or doesn't understand, has never talked back to the Father. That's what Yahweh wants for us. That's hard.